Alhamdulillah. Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. Boleh dengar ke suara saya? Hello. Okay, boleh dengar ya? Okay, so saya rasa cukuplah sudah kita tunggu orang ya. So we will begin our class for today, right now. So okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Okay, so today we are going to begin our English class for today. Okay, so can everyone see the screen? Okay, very good. Okay, so if you guys see the screen, okay, take a very good look at the screen. Okay, so you can see that what is this picture is about. So you have the pictures of people drumming, the smoke signals, and then they will go to carrier pigeons, Pony Express, and telegraph. What do you think these pictures is all about? Anyone? Just take a guess. Take a shot. Yes, it has the relationship to the evolution of mankind. But what kind of evolution? Ya, evolusi apakah itu? Peredaran apakah itu? Yes, the evolution of sending messages, sending letters, or the evaluation of communication. Allah, sorry. So this is the actually the pictures of symbolizing the evolution of communications. So usually in the past they would do drumming, yeah, to communicate some information to other people who are in a long distance. So orang-orang yang jauh ni, so dorang main drum lah untuk bagi tahu whether there is sama ada kalau ada dangers, dangers or trouble or they need help or something, SOS. So they would use drum. So and then they evolved and using to smoke signals. Yeah, dia orang guna asap pula. And then they use carrier pigeons. And then Pony Express. Pony is adik-beradik kuda lah. Yes. And then we have telegraph. So telegraph is the uh, old machine that we use to deliver messages in the long distance. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So do you know where we started in the past? So firstly, we started in the past in the first written word. So we written words in stone. Yeah. So usually during the first early time of human civilizations, we didn't really use words. So usually we use pictures. Yeah. There has been recorded that the earliest has been used is pictures. Pictures then words. Yes, we have pictures. Then only after pictures then we move to words, and then we go to the movable types. So this is when we have the letters. Okay, sekejap. Ada orang mau masuk. Okay, so this is when we have the letters, the books. Yeah, we have mass production of information here. And then we have the mass publication of the books. Yeah, we have the factories where we can deliver all this sort of information to everyone. Yeah, and then we have email. So this is when they introduce the idea of laptop and internet and PC. Yeah, of course. And then we have the advancement towards Twitter. Yeah? So I'm sure you guys are the young generation. I'm sure you are very familiar, right, with Twitter. So confirm lah. I'm sure every single one of you has Twitter right now, right? Uh, okay. So this is, yeah. This is the same one. Yeah, smoke signal, carrier pigeon. So we have telephone, mobile phone, and then we communicate through video call. So maybe in the future, maybe we can use 3D hologram. So if the technology has started to advance lah, yeah, inshallah lah. So it will be cool, yeah. It will be great for us to, you know, to can communicate using 3D hologram. So or maybe in the future maybe we can use telepathy. Yeah. So telepathy is, so you can, you can just talk to one another using your mind. So it doesn't matter where the other person is. Yeah. So it would be very helpful. I think it would be very helpful. But in a way, as long as it is not being controlled by someone, okay, then it is very good. But however, if it is, being controlled by some other countries, okay, it might be meh. Yeah, it might be not for me. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, so for today's, we are going to learn about formal letter and informal letter. So that is all about the communication lah. So, however, okay, so we know that nowadays we didn't really use letter in our daily lives, right? Ada yang di sini masih tulis surat? Tak ada. Like you guys like during your school days, uh, you guys have experience making a love letter for someone? No, no, ya. Oh, suci semua student saya. So, okay, so usually in the old days, so we would use letters lah. So koyak kertas, tulis, lepas tu bagi. So that is, one kind of informal. So that is one kind of informal letters. So nowadays, in the young generation nowadays, so we have, social medias, Facebook, IG, Twitter, and everything. We have WhatsApp also. Yeah. So everything we can access. Yeah. Um, kita boleh guna our phones. Yeah. Kita boleh guna telefon saja. Our phones, our PC. Yeah. Everything. In order for us to communicate to that certain person. So, uh, I believe that young generation nowadays, in order for them to, mengurat someone, so they would use social media, right? They won't use old school tricks like, okay, giving some letter hands on, right? Okay. So, however, uh, it is very important for us to learn on how to write a very good formal letter and also an informal letter. So the most common formal letter and informal letter that we would use nowadays in today's digital era is through email. Yeah. So it's through email or through an application for a job or a notice. Yeah. So that would be the most ideal place for the letters right now. So we didn't really have the letters where we didn't really have the use for the physical letters nowadays. So unless it is letters from uh, other business organizations lah, so they will use that to advertise their products. Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to learn about formal letter and informal letter. So first of all, what is letter writing? So letter writing is an important channel of communication between two people who are geographically distant from one another. Ya, so ini adalah channel communication antara dua orang yang jauh antara satu sama lain. Okay, hang on. Somebody wants to come in. Okay. Okay. So in the earlier times when the telephone and email were not available, the only means of communication between people was through letters. Letter writing is a skill that has to be developed. Okay, it is very important for you guys to develop the letter writing skill. Yeah. In general, there are two types of letters, which is formal, that are written to convey official business information. Official business information, and informal. This is the second type, which are personal letters to communicate with friends and family. A letter is usually one in a series of exchanges between two people. We have to follow a specific format while writing a letter. There are different formats for both formal and informal. So letters are divided by two, which is formal and informal. However, the formats for both formal and informal, they have their own different formats. Yeah, it would be depending on the country. It would be depends on the institution. It will depends on the organization that you are working with. Okay, so we will go to that more in depth later. Okay, so let's go next. Okay, so this is So this is one of the statements. Yeah. So we see. So Evelyn Orwell. Yeah, she was a professor. Okay. So So she said this. So traditionally, business letters were all left justified. They were typed and everything was aligned, including the sign off and the signature. Personal letters had the closing aligned nearer to the right side of the letter and the signature under it. However, some businesses use a format more like a personal letter, and sometimes they indent, but more often everything is single space, left justified with two spaces between paragraphs. You can find examples of both styles by Googling format for business letter and using image search. So this is, the statement from Evelyn Orwell. So she also says that there are a lot of formats for both formal letters and informal letters. Okay. So how about formal versus informal language? So how would you write a formal letter? Is different with an informal letter, right? Okay. So formal versus informal language. So formal language often associated with written standard English conventions. So it is signaled by complex, complete sentences, impersonality, avoidance of colloquial or slang vocabulary. And informal language is characterized by simpler grammatical structure. In example, loosely connected sentence and phrases, personal evaluation, and also a colloquial or slang vocabulary. Eh? So maksudnya di sini is formal language. Formal language is more to the bahasa-bahasa yang formal. Bahasa-bahasa yang di sentence-nya secara rasmi. So it means that it is quite complex. It has a complete sentence. Uh, you cannot put your own personality in your words. Yeah, impersonality. Avoidance of colloquial or slang vocabulary. So that is formal language. So in Malay, selalu dalam bahasa Melayu, we use formal language. Malay formal language, we call them as bahasa baku, right? So that is the standard Malay language. So you cannot, for example, kita lah orang Sabah, we usually would use bahasa baku. So we are usually very good in BM. So however, so if you compare with the people from Semenanjung, the west, the peninsula, the peninsula Malaysia, for example, those people in KL. So how would those people in KL say kereta? Kereta. Kalau bukan kereta, dia kata kereta. Jadi dua suku kata saja. Kereta. So that is one of the example of colloquial. Colloquial or slang. Itu slang lah, slang Semenanjung. So that is formal language. So in order to use formal language, you need to avoid all those things. You need to use the language in its most pure form. Okay. So however, informal language is characterized by simpler grammatical structure. So informal language dia tidaklah kompleks macam mana dengan formal. So formal tu macam so you have to follow ada certain rules. So salah satu example formal language, contoh formal language, contoh kalau bahasa-bahasa bila kamu bercakap dalam istana. For example, when you are speaking in the royal ceremony. So if you see the television of the ada upacara kenaikan raja ke macam tu, they would use those words, those Malay words, party, they won't use aku, right? So that is the formal language of the royal family. They use the formal language in that ceremony. So that is because that is a formal ceremony. So if you are writing a formal letter, then you have to use formal language. So if you are writing an informal letter, then you have to use informal language. So the informal language is quite simple rather than formal language. Okay? And in informal language, you can use, that kata. You can add ba at the end of your words. For example, so maybe you want to write your informal letter in English, right? But however, okay, so for example, you want to write it to your friend, okay? So you use it in English. So you write certain words in English, and then at the end you say ba. It is nice meeting you. Ba, see you again. And you end your letter like that. So also can, because it is an informal letter. So informal letter, it is not very constricted lah. Dia tidak berapa ketat sikit. However, formal language, you have to follow certain rules. Okay. So formal and informal speech writing. So this is it. So okay. So for formal, you need to have the use of contraction. So contraction ni apa pula sir? So for example, okay, take a look at this. Okay, he has gone. Formal. He's gone. Informal. Okay. So contraction is this one. He has. His. Means that you are simplifying he has into his. Right? So that is contraction. So you cannot use this in a formal letter. He has gone. He's gone. Okay. However, in informal letter, you can use those type of contractions. Okay. And then we have the use of prepositions. So which nation does she belong to? To which nation does she belong? So this is the uses of preposition. So if you put the preposition at the back, it would be informal. So you need to put it in the front to make it seem more formal. Lagi nampak macam formal punya sentence. Okay. Use of relative pronouns. Okay. The woman you are talking, the woman who you are talking about is my boss. Okay, that is formal. However, for informal, the woman you are talking about is my boss. Okay, the method of them saying the sentence is the same. However, the way that they use the relative pronouns is different. Okay, so this one is more formal in a way, and this one is you can do it in to be more informal. Okay, and then we have the uses of determinants, which is the same as well. The differences of is and are. So both are correct in their terms of sentences, but however, for formal we use is. Neither of the answers is correct. So that is for formal. Yeah. However, it also depends on the situation lah. So if you have something like here, that is plural or singular, so you need to follow that as well lah. So in that way, you need to change your is or are. Okay. Okay. Next, the definition of formal letter and informal letter. So a formal letter is a letter written to a business. Yeah. For example, a business, a college, or any other professional that are not considered friends or family. Okay, so that is formal letter. So however, an informal letter is a letter you would write to a friend or a family. Okay, so senang cerita, formal letter ni anything that is rasmi, anything that is official, whether it is for your work, for your school work, huh? In order for you to apply for a job, yeah? In order for you to uh, uh, buat surat aduan, yeah? That is all categorized as a formal letter. Okay. However, an informal letter is surat, a letter that you would write to your friends or your family. So it would be someone that you are close to. Yeah. Okay. Formal letter. Okay. Formal letter. When do we write a formal letter? To whom? Allah, ada. Mau masuk lagi. Okay. 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 When do we write a formal letter? To whom do we write formal letters? For what purpose do we write these letters for? So remember this PACC, right? Okay, what is PACC? Nanti kita tengok. Okay, so this is one of the formal letter format. So we have this, the sender's address, yeah, the date, the receiver's address, the greetings, the subject, the body, yeah, the content, yeah, body slash content, and then the closing of the letter and also the signature. Right. So, okay. So what is PSCC? First, we need to have the purpose, right? So why do you want to write a formal letter, right? So you usually want to write a formal letter. Uh, there are a lot of reasons lah, of course. So one of them is usually you want to apply for a job. So when you want to apply for a job, so you have to write, a letter asking for whether that job is still applicable for you. So if it is still applicable, so you would want to be interviewed by them, right? So okay. So the next A is aim. Yeah, aim. So who did you aim to give that letters for? So you want to give it to your employers, yeah, majikan, yeah. You want to give it to your teachers. You want to give it to uh, uh, a shop. Uh, if, apa ya lagi contoh? For example, okay, jap. Okay, coba bagi example lagi for my letters. Okay, for example, you wanna give a complaint to your manager. Macam contohnya kamu rasa apa? Manager gaji tak cukup lah. 800 setiap satu bulan, mana tahan, kan? So kamu mau minta gaji. So disuruh kamu tulis formal letter. So you have to write a formal letter. So that formal letter is a formal letter of complaint. Huh? Formal letter of complaint. Okay. So what purposes do we write these letters for? For example, tadi lah tu. So if you have that purpose, so that purpose is what you include in those letters. So you need to think on all of this before you are trying to create your own formal letter. And then you need to focus on the content. So why there is two content, two C's here. So because the first one is the content for this one. Yeah. So why did you write this letter? So you need to include your purpose on why did you write those formal letters. What does the letter for? Okay. And then you Allah. And then the second C is the way you write that letters. Okay. So if you are writing the formal letter, then it has to be in a formal writing as well, formal language. Yeah. So you have to remember the PSCC. Yeah? Okay, so this is the formal letter format. So this is quite different, yeah, from our format, yeah, in Malaysia, yeah, formal letter format in Malaysia. So we would use different. So usually this is from TESOL.com. Yeah, so usually those people from overseas, yeah, they have this understanding where if it's formal, kalau formal letter, selalu formal letter, everything will usually incline to the left hand side. Ya, yeah? Selalu semuanya akan berada sebelah kiri kalau formal. So that is the understanding of the people who are in the overseas, ya. Yeah? So kalau orang-orang luar negara selalunya diorang akan buat beginilah. So kalau formal saja apa-apa semua diorang letak sebelah kiri. Okay. So for example like this one lah. So there are a lot of formats, ya. Ingat apa yang saya cakap tadi, ada banyak format, formal letter and informal letter. Okay, so this is one of the example that we commonly use lah. Ini yang selalunya format yang kita guna di Malaysia. So we use this also in our education as well. Okay, so this is what we commonly use. Okay, so first you have the this is your address lah. Ali bin Afiq, 19 Jalan Tupung Taman Ihsan, blah blah blah. And then you need to have that line. This line is important. Okay, you need to have this line as well. And then the address of the people who you are sending that letter to. Okay, who you want to give that letter. Yeah, for example, in this case, yeah, in this letter, he wants to give the letter to the human resource manager, Lightweight Consultants. Yeah. Okay, and then you put the date, 13 September 2009. So make sure the date is right here, yeah, right hand side, and is in line with the last line, ya, sebaris dengan last line daripada the address of the receiver, right? And then one thing you have to make sure when you are writing the date, yeah, you need to put the month, yeah, in the full word. So you cannot say SEPT, sept. So usually you cannot use short form on sept, and you cannot also write for example 1309 to 09, 130909. Yeah, so you cannot use that. So you have to use this specific time format, okay, date format, okay. And then you need to provide salutations. Yeah, this is the fifth thing, okay. And then the subject, yeah, this is what we call the subject, the mini title in the formal letter. Yeah, for example, in this case, application for post of accountant. Yeah, and then the introduction, and then we go to the content, and then the closing. Yeah, I look forward to do a favorable reply from you. Thank you. Okay, and then you have the ending lah. Yours faithfully. Ya, ini macam biasa lah ya. Okay. So this is another example. So this is one. Okay, this one is for the application form for training officer in the Royal Malaysian Army. So this is an application lah. So this is a letter to apply for a job as a training officer in the Royal Malaysian Navy. Okay. So you have to write this. So in also informal letter, you have to be straightforward. Also informal letter, you have to be you have to be straightforward. Yeah, straightforward in the things that you want to say in your letter. So jangan buat ayat berbunga-bunga betul. Yeah, straightforward saja. You can use you have to use formal language, and also be straightforward. Jangan buat ayat sampai terlampau berbunga-bunga sampai 3-4 penggan. Okay. Okay, so we have the salutation or greetings and ending of a letter. So salutations is what? Okay, salutation is, for example, dear sir or madam. Okay, so you use dear sir or madam if you do not know the name of the person you are writing. Then you can use this. Okay, so contohnya kamu tak tahu jantina dia siapa. Kamu tak tahu dia ni laki ke perempuan ni. So you use dear sir or madam. So it is always advisable to try to find out a name. So kadang-kadang kita dapat nama dia pun tak boleh je kita tahu kan gender dia, macam ragu-ragu juga kan. So it is still okay for you to use dear sir or madam. Okay. So also if you know the name, okay, so you can use, okay. So and you are confirmed that he is a male, yeah. Then you can use, yeah, dear Mr. Jenkins, yeah. So you use the name of whoever the letters you are sending to, yeah. If you know the name, use the title Mr., Mrs., Miss, or Miss, Doctor, or etc. Yeah, and the surname only. If you are writing to a woman and do not know if she uses Mrs. or Miss, you can use Miss, which is for married and single woman. So this is both universal lah, Miss. For Mrs. Means that she has already married. Miss means that that young lady is still single and available. Yeah. Okay. How about ending the letter? So ending the letter, you use these 3 words. Okay. So first one, yours faithfully. So if you do not know the name of the person, so end the letter this way. Yeah. So yours sincerely. So if you know the name of the person, so you use yours sincerely. So and then you need to put your signature. Yeah. Sign your name, then print underneath the signature. So you might think the person you are writing to might not know whether you are male or female. Put your title in brackets after your name. Okay. So the content of a formal letter. So first paragraph, it should be short. Yeah, state the purpose of the letter to make an inquiry, complaint. Macam saya cakap tadi lah. First paragraph terus macam buat introduction sikit. Lepas tu, the paragraph or paragraphs in the middle of the letter should contain the relevant information behind the writing of the letter. So introduction tu janganlah panjang sikit. Introduction tu just untuk memperkenalkan apa yang kamu mau sampaikan. Okay? And then lepas tu the next paragraph, so you keep it straightforward lah. So the next paragraph you keep it straightforward. Kamu letak saja apa-apa information yang kamu rasa relevant, yeah, yang straightforward, yeah, in that letter, yeah, because we see here, Most letters in English are not very long, so keep the information to the essentials and concentrate on organizing it in a clear and logical manner rather than expanding too much. Okay? Okay, let's take a look at the last paragraph. So for the last paragraph, of a formal letter should state. So what action should you expect the recipient should take to? So for example, so so this depends on the situation lah, of course. So for example, if you are asking for a refund, okay. So to refund, so this is might be for a letter of complaint. Okay, send you information. So this one is for a letter of inquiry. Yeah, surat pertanyaan. Okay. So send you information, okay, or other things, yeah. So it depends on the content or the agenda, yeah, apa purpose, yeah, your formal letter is, okay. Okay, so as I said before, so the style of formal letter is quite different, yeah, even in America and UK, yeah, of course, from some aspect, okay. So we shouldn't really cover this. So this is for American and British style. So we have our own style. So we will focus on that. Okay. So this is just for extra knowledge lah. So actually, so American, so they have they are usually aligned on the left. So in British, they're usually sometimes right, sometimes centered. So we have certain influence on British as well. Yeah. So, okay, abbreviations used in letter writing. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is abbreviations? Okay, very good. So abbreviations is singkatan. So in other words, kita selalu panggil short form, short form. Okay, so abbreviation used in letter writing. So the following abbreviations are widely used in letters. For example, ASAP, as soon as possible. CC, carbon copy. So when you send a copy of a letter to more than one person, you use this abbreviation to let them know. Yeah, CC. ENC dot. Okay. Enclosure. Yeah, when you include other papers with your letter. PP. Pelik juga PP. Procurationem. Allah susah. A Latin phrase. Oh, patutlah. Bahasa Latin. A Latin phrase meaning that you are signing the letter on somebody else's behalf if they are not there to sign themselves. So this is one of the short forms lah, per procurationem. So this means that you are kamu sign salah satu surat atas pihak orang lain. Sepatutnya yang sign dia tu tapi kau yang signkan untuk dia. Yeah. So kau wakil lah. So that is PP. And then you have PS, postscript. Yeah, when you want to add something after you finish and sign it. So that is PS. So PTO, informal. So please turn over. It means that to make sure that the other person knows the letter continues on the other side of the page. RSVP. So please reply. So that is the meaning of RSVP. So informal letter you also cannot use formal letter. I don't think I don't think you can use abbreviations in formal letter. Yeah. So I think you can use certain words, yeah, such as RSVP, PTO. Yeah, I think PTO can be used as well. ENC. So because those abbreviations are more towards formal chores, right? Kerja-kerja formal. So these are the type of abbreviations that is for formals lah. So I think the abbreviations that you cannot use in formal letter writing is macam LOL, LMAO, right? ROFL. Huh? Okay. So let's take a look at the informal letter. Okay, kita tengok informal letter pula, okay? Okay. So this is the format of the informal letter. So okay, so this is how we usually do lah. Format of an informal letter. So format of an informal letter usually is very flexible. So this is generally how everyone does their informal letter. Eh? So you have the address of the writer here, and you have the date. Eh? You put the date right here and at the right side. Okay, and then here is the salutation or greeting is still in the same place. Yeah, you could say dear. Yeah, you could use dear. So for example, okay, dear brother, dear sister, dear mother, dear parents, dear my sweetheart. So you can use that. So because this is an informal letter. Informal letter is for who? Friends and family. So those people that you are close to. Okay. So okay, so for opening and introduction, so you have this as well. Opening introduction, body, yeah, the same thing as the informals as well. And then you have the closing or conclusion, and then signing off, ending, and signature. So they still have the main component of the letters as well. However, the way that you write it, it might be different from a formal letter. Okay, jom kita tengok example dia. So this is one of the example, yeah. So okay, so let's see the question. Okay, okay, write a letter to your auntie using the guidelines given. Okay, okay. So this is the question. Okay, your auntie who stays in London, who has sent you a birthday card, and inside the card there is a note of £100, for your birthday. Write a letter to your auntie to thank her. Your letter should include the following: thank your auntie for the birthday card and money, how you celebrated your birthday, what you did with the money, when you are going to visit your auntie in London. Okay, so this is how you try to create an informal letter. Yeah, uh, at the same time, yeah, you answer all these questions as well lah. So first, you have your own address. Yeah, is it? Allah Akbar. Saya tak nampak. Okay. Okay, so you have your own address. Jessica Wea. Okay, date. Okay, and then you have this one. Okay, dear Auntie Sandra, I hope you are well, as it will as it with all of us here. Thank you for the birthday card and the £100 you sent me for the birthday. Okay, so you can see that this is an introduction sentence. Right? So he introduction that saying that hoping that Auntie Sandra is well as well, with it has the same condition, yeah, is healthy as they are. Okay, so thank you for the birthday and the £100 that you sent me. A few of my close friends came and we had lots of fun. However, I wish that you were here. I have used part of the money to buy some storybooks, and the rest I have put it into my saving account. My parents have given me permission to visit you in London during the year and school holidays. I am eagerly looking for it. Eh? Take care of yourself and do write to me when you can. Okay, your loving niece, Jessica. So this is how he answers this question. So okay, so let's take a look back at the question. Okay, so it says that you need to include the following. Okay, thank your auntie for the birthday card and the money. Okay, tada 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 tada. That okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, check. Ada, right? How you celebrated the birthday? So a few of my close friends come. That. What did you did with the money? Uh, she put it into her saving account, right? When you are going to visit your auntie in London, uh, my parents have given permission to give you during the year end school holidays. Okay, so she has put all the relevant information that she wants to tell her auntie, in her informal letter. Yeah. So however, for informal letter, you can also put some bunga-bunga as well lah. So it is because it is informal. Yeah. So and it is only also for your friends and family, for the people that you are close to, right? So this is the difference, yeah. So this one is for the greeting for the informal letter. So for informal letter, we use dear, yeah, dear Amin, dear Latifah. So you can if you want to be more romantic, so you can say dearest or my dear, huh? For close friend and family, huh? For example, dearest father, so you can okay, so you can also use this for your family as well. Yeah, dearest father, my dear Uncle Shed, dearest Siti, my youngest lover. For example, Syah, Asopazim. Okay, so opening, so you can also, so these are the ways that you can try to use when you are trying to begin your informal letter. So for the first one, okay, asking about the person's health. For example, how are you? I hope you are in the pink. So if you guys remember like the previous letter, yeah, the Jessica letter. Jessica kah? Oh yes, Jessica. Okay. Take a look here at his first sentence. I hope you are well as it is with all of us here. So she wishes that Auntie Sandra is healthy, which is as the same as they are, because they are healthy as well. Yeah. So she wishes Auntie Sandra's healthy health. Yeah. So that is one of the things that you could use in order to begin your informal letter. Okay. Okay, back to the first point. How are you? I hope that you are in the pink. Okay. Okay. So mungkin ada kamu yang tanya-tanya, kenapa pula tiba-tiba pink, sir? Ada yang tahu? So anybody knows what does this sentence means? I hope that you are in the pink. Dalam keadaan sihat. Okay, very good, very good. So usually we would use okay. Uh, Usually there is another full sentence lah. Ada yang panjang sikit tau. Okay. I hope that you are in the pink health, right? In the pink of health. Yeah, okay. That is means that okay. Very good lah. So betul lah. So that is about healthy. Ya, dalam keadaan yang sihat. Pink. Ya, saya pun tak tahu kenapa pink dalam keadaan sihat, tapi memang begitulah pink. Memang itu maksud dia. So I hope that you are in the pink. So that I hope that you are dalam keadaan yang sihat lah. Saya harap kamu dalam keadaan yang sihat. Okay, next point. How's your family getting on? Okay. Ni apa pula maksud dia? How's your family getting on? What does this mean? Okay, so that is very good. Okay, very good, very good. So how's your family getting on? So macam mana dengan keadaan family sekarang? Family okay sejak kah? Ada masalah apa-apa kah? So that is how's your family getting on? I'm fine and I hope you are fine too. Okay, I hope that you are fit as a fiddle. Okay, fit as a fiddle, ya, same thing jugalah. Is hoping that the other person is healthy as well. Dia pun harap juga yang the other person is sihat jugalah, yeah. Fit as a fiddle, yeah. So you can try to use this, yeah. Oh, I love this word, no, this phrase, yeah. So you can try to use this phrase, yeah, whenever you wanted to put in, yeah, in your essays or letters or writing, or yeah, when you are answering your exam, yeah, it would be nice, yeah. So asking what the reader had been up to. Okay. For example, how's the weather at your place? Not too hot, I hope. Okay. So you can try to ask the weather at their place. So maybe they have, hujan lebat, yeah. monsoon. Maybe they are experiencing monsoon season right now. Okay, for example, those people in Kelantan. Yeah, I don't think they are experiencing monsoon right now, but yeah, for example, yeah, if you are writing to your friend, for example, yeah, if you are writing, if I am writing to my friend in Kelantan or Kedah, yeah, so I would say that, how's the weather at your place? Yeah, is the monsoon season is still going? Okay. So did you get to visit your grandparents? Yeah. So try to ask what the reader has been up to. So what the reader has been experiencing with. Okay. Did you go on your trip to Paris as you had hoped? They say Paris is a beautiful city. So ni macam sebang-sebang kari jugalah sikit. Ya, sebang-sebang kosong sikit. Okay, next. So you can also try to express happiness and sorrow. Okay. Expressing happiness. For example, I received your letter on. Okay. I received your letter on my birthday. Eh? Contoh. I received your letter on my graduation day. Wah. I'm happy to receive your letter. Thank you for your letter which I received. Okay, I'm so glad to hear. I'm glad to learn that you are that you have been successfully accepted into the university of your choice. Okay, so tu kamu boleh sambung sendiri according to your letters lah, according to the content of your letters and to who you are writing your informal letters. Okay. So you can also express sorrow. So if something happens that is, something, so ada contoh benda buruk lah jadi. So you need to write a letter to her, yeah, to express that you are very sorry. For example, so some of your friends, have their family members pass away. For example, their fathers or their mothers or maybe, eh? So you can say that I'm sorry to hear that your father had passed away last week. I'm sorry that I couldn't attend the funeral and come to your place. Okay, so you can try to use that. Yeah, yeah. Condolences for your loss. Okay, you can also use that. So that tu kalau dalam bahasa Melayu selalunya lagi tepat, ya, takziah. Salam takziah. So uh, uh, apa tu tadi? Condolences for your loss, right? Yeah, yeah. Condolences for your loss. So that is salam takziah. Yeah. So you can, yeah, that is more appropriate for you to use so when somebody has passed away. Yeah. So that means that you are sharing your sympathy, sharing your sympathy with the family of the deceased. Yeah, so kamu bagi simpati jugalah. So kamu share their feeling of sadness with the family, yeah, dengan keluarga arwah, yeah. Okay, so that's it. So okay, so you can also expressing apology. I like to say sorry for I'm sorry for not writing to you in a long time because I was so busy with my school work. Okay, for example lah, contoh saja. Okay, so you can try to use that. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, the content lah. So several paragraphs. So in the second paragraph, mention your main reason. Okay, so you proceed, yeah, to your main reason. So if your main reason is yeah, it depends lah. What your main reason is. You may use the following phrase. So in your last letter, you want me to describe or advise blah 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 blah. So the second paragraph, you go to the main purpose of your letter. I'm writing this letter to. So di sinilah kamu bagi sebab utama kamu tulis surat. Okay, and in the closing, inform the reader that you are ending the letter. You may, astagfirullahaladzim, kena space di sini sepatutnya. You may use the following phrases. Write again soon. Do write to me soon. Well, that's about all for now. Okay, so ni pun style juga. Please give or send my regards to. So ni selalu juga lah diguna. So this is also one of the commonly used. So please convey my warm regards to. Okay. Let me pen off here. Okay, ni pun style juga. Take care of yourself. Hope to hear from you soon. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Hope to receive a reply from you. Bye. Goodbye. So you can use these phrases. So it doesn't mean that you can only use one of these words. So you can combine, but not too much. Okay. Janganlah banyak-banyak ya. Kita mau habis sudah ni. Kita mau kasih habis sudah letter. Janganlah kasih panjang-panjang lagi. So you can try to, for example, okay, take care of yourself. Goodbye. Okay, hope to hear from you soon. Goodbye. So please give or send my regards to Dr. Hashim. Well, that's about about all for now. Goodbye. Okay, then signing off. If you are writing to your parents, you can sign off space. You can sign off using your loving daughter, yours lovingly, yours affectionately. Okay, so when you are signing off, okay, yang dekat atas tu kita guna dia, right? Okay, so kita when we are signing off, so we say yours, your loving daughter, yours lovingly, yours affectionately. Okay, so if you are writing to friends or relatives, you can sign off. This is for friends or relatives, and this one is for parents. Yeah, for someone that you really love to. Yeah? And then this one is for the friends or relatives. So your friend, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, your niece or nephew, your little brother, for example. Yeah. And then for the signature, okay, so you can sign your name at the bottom of the letter in the right hand corner. For example, ni example saja lah sebab tak boleh buat virtual signature. So actually boleh je buat virtual signature tapi susah sikit. So because you have to use you have to there is a way for you to create a virtual signature where you can try to create it using Paint, dekat laptop, the aplikasi Paint. So you try to do your handwriting, on there. Or there is also mobile phone apps that helps you to do that, I think, and then they would just clear the background and then export it as a picture, and then you can just insert it virtually. So however, if you are writing a letter, a physical letter, then you have to you have to put in your signature traditionally lah. So this is ni pun salah satu sampel, another sample of informal letter. So this one is kita tengok ni pasal apa pula ni. Dear John and Anne, thanks a lot for a great weekend. We really enjoyed ourselves. Bill and I were talking about the holidays. We thought it might be nice to go camping in Scotland for a couple of weeks. Are you interested? Let me know if you are. And we can talk about dates. See you soon. I hope. Thanks again. Okay. So remember tadi tu yang ending tu. Tak semestinya just satu sentence saja. So you can use 2 or 3. Tapi janganlah banyak sangat. And then you can use, this is also one unique example. So this is also okay because it is informal. Love Alice. You can say, your loving child, Alice. Your playful boyfriend, Tommy, for example. Okay. So PS. So informal letter you can use abbreviations, singkatan. You can use short forms. Okay, PS. Did I leave a pair of jeans behind in the bedroom? So if so, do you think you could send them on? Okay. So this makes the other person will in turn uh, join and will in turn send them a letter back lah in order to answer this question. Okay, and also this question. So there are informations in this letter that they need to reply to. So this is just the example of the informal letter. Yeah. Okay, so this is one, yeah, PSCC. Yeah. So first we have the purpose. Yeah, remember ya tadi kita ada purpose. We have the purpose. Yeah, which is to inform the authority of something important. This is one of the purpose lah. So ada banyak purpose lain lagi sebenarnya. Okay, so example, to catch up with a friend. Okay, so aim, yeah, the people who you aim to give the letter to, people in position, okay, atau friends or family. So this column is for formal, this one is for informal, yeah, informal. Okay, so people in position, so orang-orang yang penting. So kalau informal, it would be friends or family. So first C for content. Eh? It depends on the question. So depends lah dengan surat formal letter yang kamu mau buat. So okay, so dekat informal, ask them how they are doing, invite them to events. So so this is the content lah, the content. Okay, the next content is the way on how you write it. So formal letter, it should be more respectful because it is formal. You have to write in formal language. Informal, it would be more lively. So it is a little bit more lenient. So you can use short form. You can use short form. You can try to joke a bit. You can insert some jokes here. So it is more lively. So it depends on the way you read those letters. Okay, so this is one of the examples lah. So if informal, so you just say hi, hello, dear, kisses, xxx, lots of love, hugs. Okay. So however, greetings from formal letter. So you have to be formal lah. Dear Mister, dear Miss. Yours sincerely, yours faithfully. So one of the example of informal letters is postcards, invitation letters, emails. So language use, so they can use contractions, they can use slangs, they can use informal words. So this is the example of formal letter, opinion letter, letter of complaint, letter to the editor. So we have these types of letters, formal letters, have their own formats. Okay, so that is all for our class today. Woo. Okay, so that is all for our class today. So we have finished both the sentence, the basic structure, the structures of a formal and informal letter. So we have learned also the differences between those two types of letters, right? Okay. Wah, penat. Yep. Okay. Wah. Okay, so now that we have understand both on how to write formal and how to write informal letter, so I hope that you guys will be able to use the knowledge, the information that you have gained from this lesson for you to use in your essays, or maybe you jangan lupa ya lesson ni juga, because you can also use the information that you have learned from this lesson, in order for you to apply, apply for a job, maybe after you have finished your SPM later. So maybe you also want to apply to a certain university, you want to apply you want to apply an appealment letter, surat rayuan, surat rayuan kepada university. So you can also do that as well. So if for example, so maybe if you want to further your studies lah, so if you after SPM, so you maybe some of you wants to go to work, so and get a job, so you can also use this knowledge as well. So because uh, in order to apply for work, so sometimes you have to write a letter as well. So write a letter. Okay, dear director, is the position for the general manager, blah 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 blah, is still available? If so, I would like to apply for that position, blah 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 blah. Attach is my resume, blah 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 blah. So adalah. So kalau kamu mau cari example dia tu ada je di dalam internet. But however, so in order for you to produce a letter yang memang kamu yang buat sendiri, so make sure that you won't forget the lesson that we have learned today. Kita kita try ingat dan kita amalkanlah ilmu apa yang kita belajar. Okay. So that is all for our lesson for today, formal and informal letter. I have been informed by Teacher Nora that you guys will be starting your exam this Friday, right? Right. So how? So have you guys received your questions already? Cikgu apa yang hantar pergi sampai rumah? Oh, so you go to the school and get it, yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's okay lah. So anyways, okay. So considering your exams is, dekat sudah, yeah. It's just around this weekend, yeah. The weekend, Friday. Okay. So Friday first one is English, right? So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to answer some English questions? Not yet? Not yet? 50-50? 50-50 lah, 50-50. So kalau 50-50, 50-50 okay lah. 50-50 okay lah. Ada harapan, orang bilang ada harapan. Yeah. So anyways, for your upcoming exam, so bukan saya yang buat soalan, cikgu-cikgu lain lah. I'm not sure. I think Teacher Nora kot. So ya. Apa tu? Oh, paper kamu. Tak tahu. Ya. Paper kamu nanti saya yang cek je kali. Mungkin lah, tak janji. Tengoklah nanti. Yeah. So anyways, in your upcoming exam, okay, buat siap lah. Buat yang terbaik lah. Yeah. So in that way, so I can, see where is your level. Yeah. So I can see where is your level in your level of English mastery. Sejauh mana kamu punya penguasaan bahasa Inggeris. So if your English mastery is good, okay, then your marks will be good as well lah. So ingat apa yang lesson sebelum ni. So guna perkataan-perkataan yang macam, okay, so macam, okay, yours lovingly, your loving daughter, your affection ini. So those kind of words, yeah. Okay, so for example, please convey my warm regards, yeah. So guna perkataan-perkataan yang macam tu yang menarik perhatian. So in that way you can try to get more answers pula, more markah lah, more marks, yeah, in your essays lah, for example. So ini untuk essays lah. Tapi kalau untuk yang MCQ tu, saya tak boleh bantulah, mana yang salah lah, yeah. So you have to do your best lah, yeah. So anyways, do your best for the upcoming exam. So you will be starting your exam, yeah, Friday until next week, I think. Sampai next week kah? Next week Friday. Okay. So anyways, yeah, I wish you guys very good of luck. Yeah. Do your best. I'm sure you guys will do it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure everything will turn out fine. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Okay. So sudah lah. So okay. So I think that is all for our class today. Uh, Good luck for your exams. I will see you after the exam ends. Okay, and that's it lah. Yeah. Thank you and assalamualaikum everyone. So goodbye. We will. I'll see you again lah, insyaallah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Goodbye.